We're not going to see the draft.
We got
it's just going to be there. And we got the Amumu, and we got the melee. Oh. See, I like this from the Kittens. This is a
they stole... Wait, did they... They stole Yone. Wait, it's a reverse mirror
the
match.
Yone for the Z.
Oh my. Oh, wait, we have a core key on that ADC player? Really?
Yeah. I don't hate that.
Well, no, it's just like... well, I mean, okay, so once again, so we've got a notable double AP bot lane again. We do have Swain replacing the Zyra. So I'm assuming the Zyra was banned there. We'll see when King Hinks Message gets moved out of the way. But I feel like the ADC player was a very... Yeah, the Zyra was banned. But the ADC player was a very talented player, and they could have kept them on that hypercarry. Corki, you're talking about a lane bully here. You know what I mean? And then with the Milio, I don't see much synergy there. Is there some sort of source that I'm missing? Is this in your notes? The Milio.
I mean, I know Delulu is a big Milio fan from League of Friends.
I think I saw any level 1 characters that had good pick potential. Maybe they might do something cheeky with the Swainy, but I highly doubt it. Ornn a bit slow out the base, but there you go. He buys the Doran Shield. He's rolling out. Yeah, we're gonna have standard safe starts again.
I quite like that, especially this Corki, Emilio are going to take time to get into the game. And Mumu, his optimal build nowadays starts with W, so you're not going to have any form of CC level 1. If you do, you're clear.
I love this Gnar position. I love this Gnar position, because once again, this Gnar has completely just completely skill checked, ego checked this Ornn, and if Ornn tries to walk into lane that way, he's going to take a horrible trade in. He's going to get bullied from that first wave and get...
Talking to getting bullied, Jarvan he just gets to walk right in the jungle and place that ward. They don't have sweepers, so they know exactly where this Amumu's starting, as we see the running man from Ornn. And yeah, he's just going to start on his Raptors Amumu, which I quite like. But yeah, nothing really crazy as we see the Shuriken coming out from Ko on the Z.
I am excited to see this Jarvan player again. Oh, once again. Oh, just a small trade, not too much of harassment. Gnar probably got into lane a bit more sooner than anticipated. But I want to keep eyes on Jarvan. I feel like Jarvan, he's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to run away with the game again. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, though, we do have this aggressive trade. This is the point of the Corki pick. Corki pick is going to win lane there. Unfortunately, Swain E goes wide.
Oh. This is that, if you're the Kittens, you want to be poking this lane out. Basically returning the favour from what you had in game 1.
Level 2 spy.
And we've got to see, yeah, I mean, it goes to the E-Kittens first, and they're going right in. They're not wasting any time. Forcing the MANDEM off the wave, certainly to get to half health. Meanwhile, the Ziggs bomb does come out, doesn't quite find the target.
Once again, that's a bit of a repeat of the first game there.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've seen Gnar trying to put a puncture in this BMW's tyres with the boomerang, but it's not really getting much. I got there in the end. It is going to go mega, take a tower shot. But if you know, that's fine. He's going to sugar.
That E-Kitten right there loves tower shots. I think he's taken quite a few 3-6. Meanwhile, fighting the mid lane.
Yeah, Frawley in an interesting position on this. On the soul. I don't think that's what you want. Has to queue out of the way. But Cole's now got complete control over this mid lane. Frawley, I mean, that's a very interesting trade.
Very naughty on his side there. I hope he'll be able to recover from that. He might get bullied out here. Once again, when Zed has W like that, there's a lot of kill threat. Zed does not have Ignite though. Both of these, once again, this is the same champions, different players, ladies and gentlemen. The champions have been flipped over. Both players have in TP, where Yone, who was the Zed before, did take Ignite, but opted to take the TP.
And double wards! Double wards, a bot lane muck up from the side of the MANDEM. They might have a lot of confidence, but they don't have communication on where they're placing their wards.
Meanwhile, Mumu face checking.
Talking to Rukiera, Sevi walking right in to a Ziggs, Swain and Jarvan. You're not getting out of that. First blood to the MANDEM.
Sorry, what was that Swain flash? What did I miss? Did you?
I mean, that's 2 backups on the support. I think we did. I can see it on the on the icons. Swain
just
burning that place.
Yeah, he just flashed on top of a Moo. I don't know, trying to assert a dominance. Like, what did he?
He's like, nah. I'm the Nox in general here, boys and girls. I'm going to. This is my jungle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mbessa is not ruling anything over here. Swain leading the way. Yeah. Let's have a look. We've got a replay now. So keep your eyes on the Swain here. Again, the EW.
I don't know what Amumu's doing there, and yeah, Swain just. Why he's flashing? I really don't. But he's not going to mind. They got first blood, and now complete control of this bot lane will go to the Mandem. And the Kittens just have to back off. Meanwhile, Yone, he's a bit vulnerable with his J4 coming in, and I don't think he spotted him. But if he has, he's living life on the. I think he knows something's up because Zed's so far up. But J4 is just going to go try and harass this Amumu. But Amumu's just got out.
Yeah. Yone is taking quite the beating under this by the Zed, unfortunately. Zed just getting so much value out of this pick.
I mean, we saw how even mid lane was first time, but this time it doesn't quite feel it. Even though Frawley's on a pick which more suits him.
I mean, I did believe in the last round, Zed did have the upper hand. So maybe Zed just generally gets more value out of this matchup, where the Yone player has to wait for more attack speed to get values out of the queue. Potentially got a small trade happening down in the bot side. Jarvan coming over, starting up possibly the Drake. Zed helping him out on the assist on that one.
Yeah, Melio knocking a football right into the Swain to get him to back off. It might be a general. He's scared of a wee football here. But complete control of this bot lane. It's the Mandem, as we said. Not what we thought we were going to see with this Corki. Not being able to bully the lane like he wanted to. And Ziggs is going to do Ziggs things on this tower.
When you're going into double casters, like, it is naturally you're going to be on the back end of it, because as long as they've got mana, they're going to win a trade a lot of these times. But the dragon has been secured by the Mandem, and the Void Grubs have been secured by the Kittens, very similar to the first game that we've had here.
And you know what's also been claimed by this J4 is the whole of the bot side jungle of the Amumus, and he has no idea about it because he's got no vision in there. I mean, Dylan had great vision, but great play from Frolics. And M3, that's the hole in your tire, pal. Even your exhaust is a bit fucked there, and he will fall. But J4 is looking to dominate this map right now.
That was beautifully well played by the Gnar right there. I was just saying, like, Gnar, obviously we spoke about it in the pre-game where Gnar was going to win this matchup. Gnar maybe was just purposely taking bad trades just to bait that on in. Once again, got this fight here.
Corki going in on this bot lane. Melio knocking up. The problem is J4's right here, has to flash out.
Mr. Demacia.
And Delulu has to run for life. The
Swainy!
That's one way to burst the football. And Melio will fall, and it's a first pair of sandals to the Mandem, and they'll be looking for that second shoe.
I mean, the Mandem's definitely learned from the first game. The bot lane was sort of like a ticking time bomb in a way, and we did see that Kaiser become that late game beast.
Look at that tower. That's disgusting.
Ooh, the Mandem gonna lock in Fleets of Strength again, as there we go. That should be it.
Yeah, but that was what,
they've got 3 kills.
Yeah, 8 minutes in and they've got a brand new pair of sandals. That tower was where full resistance is up, and that was just a Ziggs bomb. Ziggs is dead now.
Do you just lane swap here?
You had to do something.
Oh, I mean, meanwhile we get pulled away, and then here we go. So once again, unfortunately, Gnar getting caught out here, or going for the combo here, but just Gnar just says no. That buffer though, oh my lord, this was absolutely well played by the Gnar. Once again, Gnar, we saw him doing really well on that top side. Got this fight coming down here again. Swain landing the beautiful E on the Corki. Jarvan, Mr. Demacia, about to come in. E slide into the Kittens girls DMs. And then ready, wait for it. And Swain coming in 3, 2, 1. Slide out the E. It's the Grand General Noxus, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely controlling this bot lane. 3 kills to 1 for the side of Mandem. And completely unlike last game, they're just in complete control.
Yeah, and this is beautiful. They've just turned up the notch. Honestly, they've swapped the players over now. Swain and Ziggs, they're going to start putting some pressure on this top side. Milio has come up to answer the 2-on-1, but Na doesn't have that much wave clear. Unfortunately, after a while, these guys are just going to clear this out, and it won't be too much of an issue.
We are seeing the Milio move up there as well to counteract the Swain, but Swain's going to have so much more pressure than this Milio. And Ziggs can just poke from distance. And On will happily sit into the Corki right now, although you would imagine on this Corki's reset, he'll go top in this narrow match, the On and bot lane.
Yeah, I think it's super important to keep these matchups even as possible, because for the Kittens... Oh, what's this? We got the stop.
We got Delulu back in on Vision. That's one thing, you know. We've seen a lot of Vision from these supports in the season, even the last series. I mean, Delulu had the second highest Vision, but right now it seems that the Kittens just don't have any Vision. But the Mandem, they basically can see the whole map lighting up.
We've got ADC and mid lane swapping places here. I mean, Yone does do quite well into these tanks, being able just to get a free scale in here. But this isn't... This is a bit out of character here. Yeah, this is a bit out of character here. Oh, Zed getting a lot of damage down. Maybe they want to try and contest these voidies?
Problem is, Milio just doesn't like his Zed. And we are going to see the grubs get gone. The first one does fall to the Mandem. Actually, no, it hasn't fallen yet. Sorry, I'm mistaken. It was hiding. Like Zed in the shadows, and they will eventually get one. Zed going into the back line. The Lulu has to use everything. Manages to get out, but that Mega Inferno Bomb is right in center. Sevi will fall as well. The Moo-Moo's crying. We just see the Yone TP trying to clean up. Double kill for the 6. They will get one back on the Zed. Johnny living life dangerously for this. Yone has to call back in the face.
Once again here, this Milio is not getting the value out of this pick, because as you just try to see there, he did try to cleanse the Zed ultimate, but unfortunately for all of our veteran players know, you can't cleanse Zed ultimate. You can't cleanse it with QSS, you can't cleanse it with the Summoner spell cleanse. It's the same with Yorazar, and the tick damage, the death mark did go off, the heal did top him back up, but then Ziggs was like, Kobe, and just picks up that goal.
Talking of Kobe, we do see the Zed TP straight back in, although it was right on Vision, so this Na knew it was coming. But this is the fight. This fight is not over. TPs are coming back out from the Ziggs. They're right back in the fight. And we're just going to repeat that whole fight, but this time over a Hex Tech trait. And the M3 is spluttering a bit right now. And he will look to fall, but he does get out. But that's going to be straight to the Kittens. Great play from the Kittens.
Oh, no, looking to get aggressive.
Yeah, I don't like this as the Kittens. You're down in gold. Yeah, you got 5 members. But this Zig is hurting. And J4 is just on the scene as well. And they go back attention to grubs. Only one grub got taken in that whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Sai, talk us through this.
So here, once again, we're seeing the Zed going for the poke. He's going to take the W, and then he's going to R. Once again, pay close attention to the Milio ultimate. Goes off. Death Marks comes out afterwards, still hits him. Ziggs, once again, throws in the Kobe. And Mumu going in with the bandage toss. Lands a beautiful 3-man ult. Doesn't matter, though. Not much follow-up. TP coming in late from the Yone. Tries his best with the flash R. Picks up a kill. And then just ease out. And then we just have this sort of, hey, guys, how you doing? You guys are going to leave? Beautiful. And then they just escort them out of the river.
Well, that's it. They turn attention to Dragon, do manage to secure it. But we do see the grubs do finally go to the Mandem. Meanwhile, Na's got in a dangerous spot. The Narbar is going down. It has to back off because the 3 members of the Mandem are here. I think we're in for another banger, by the way. This looking. We're 13 minutes in. There's only 2.3k in the gold. Both these sides are looking to bring us at least a late game or game 2. Maybe even a game 3.
I mean, I was trying to support the Kittens. I was trying to be as fair as possible. But I think I'm going to have to give it to the Mandem on this side, because once again, the Mandem, they're up 3k gold. And if you look at the team comps, once again, they didn't have the late game Kaiser like they did in the first game. I think the Mandem, I think they generally might run away with this one because what are you waiting for? The Yone power spike here? Admittedly, the team fighting potential from the Kittens is insane. As we've got the fight coming in the top lane.
Yeah, Mimo Zed goes into the shadows and the J4 ult comes out as well. That is just a dead Yordle. That's not what you want to see if you're Kittens fan.
Mr. Demacia sliding in, showing why he is the golden standard in jungle for God knows how many years since release. And Zed Deathmark coming through there, but
this Six is going to eat this tower for breakfast here.
He is. Loads of damage.
He's doing a nice job clearing the wave though. Nice clear wave, but they've got push in top. BMW will happily sit in bot farming this Yone's waves. Although Yone might be looking for something here.
One thing to note was that they did have to send 3 people for him there. Because you saw, against the Zed and the Swain, he was feeling very confident. Once again though, third person comes up, that changes. But this Gnar player is doing really well in the top lane.
100%. Meanwhile, do you see Yone catching out this... Yeah, catching out this Ornn who's stepped a wee bit too far. The ulti comes out, Yone will eat 1 tower shot, eat 2 tower shots, but not before he beats that Ornn, and that is just a dead ram.
Once again, one of the Wind Brothers coming out. He's got Zerka Greaves, he's got Bork, he's ready to go. That Q is probably on a 1.43 second cooldown. I think he needs a little bit more attack speed before it maxes out. But then again, with the Leaf tempo, it will get to 1.3 very fast. Yeah, just Yone is side laning against this Ornn, and he just... I did mention it earlier when we saw the initial lane swap. He's just getting to eat all of that gold for free. Meanwhile, Corki staying in mid, chilling there. Yeah,
we do like to see a fight. It's for like, you know, they had to respect him. He hasn't got anything on his Narbar right now. That's just a dead mini Yordle. And the Kittens just have to back up.
This is the Ornn!
He needs to go back to the manufacturer because he looks like a dodge right now for his team. Although his team are cleaning. Oh, that is another 3 kills for the Mandem. 10 seeing kills, 3.5k up, and about to claim Shelly.
BMW, how can you miss a Ramo? I know you won the team fight, but you lost the war, brother. Like, go into the practice tour.
But it's not the first time we've seen him missing out this time. But yeah, I think, you know, Athon's right. If Ornn hits that ult, Kittens are just so dead. Problem is, Fs and buts aren't hit ults. And yeah, it just doesn't feel good if you're the Kittens right now. Even with Ornn whipping everything, you just can't get anything going.
I'm still in shock. Maybe that's why they took the Jarvan for more consistent engage.
It's not as if Lee had... It's not as if Lee had done anything wrong in the previous game either. I mean, we see here, Nog, he just goes mini just as this fight starts. Yeah, I don't know why you're going in there, Frolics. I mean, don't win that fight. Especially with the Mega Inferno Bomb coming in. And yeah, that's
Once again, Milia not finding much value there. I really wish this Milia was a Janna or something. I think the Janna would have been a lot more value here.
Pretty sure the Janna was banned, but yeah, beautiful fight from the Mandem.
Oh, sorry if it was, but once again, maybe just a different Enchantress.
Meanwhile, Frolics is dead again!
Wait,
this time to Zed. Yeah, we'll have to get a replay on that. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we do see Shelly getting rammed into the tower, doing a better impression of her Ornn out than Ornn himself. The problem is, there's nothing about this Yone to back him up. Devi will fall to the Swain. The Noxian War General just won't die until now when Corki shuts him down. However, Corki gets one back. But Ziggs just blows up this Yone. That wasn't even close. Kittens, they're falling apart. They're trying to sing, but all they keep doing is coughing up a furball.
This is a different game from what we saw. This is a different set of Kittens here. Oh lord, let's see what happened there. So small trades. Nars choosing to get aggressive, does get the Z low, misses. Z dodged the R, and then now it's just a simple cleanup, just waiting for the W to get the pick. Ziggs assists with the W, with the R. Sorry. Oh, that Z. Whew. These mid laners, talented boys. both Z players. Oh my lord! And then we got this push in the mid lane with the.
I think we do need to just appreciate as well that, you know, that now as much as he was on death's door, he done a great job trying to kind of sneak his way out of it. And that's so close to a 2-man ulti with the J4. If that hits the J4, J4's dead. So that's kind of unfortunate for the Yone. But Frawley just missing a lot of his attacks here. And that's what leads to his unfortunate demise in the end. But nothing is going the KITTENS' way right now.
Okay, so if you're KITTENS, oh, your jungler's dead.
Yeah, you just don't like this in the jungle. Chevy getting caught out by the J4 and the Swain. This Swain is dealing stupid amounts of damage. And you just gotta feel the MANDEM have that damage. They have a 6k gold lead. And they're looking to secure their spot. Yeah. And they're looking to secure... Yeah, I mean, if this continues, MANDEM have just secured their place in the semis. KITTENS need to pull something out of the hat. Otherwise, this Kitten can be put to sleep as Folly resets the Gromp. I don't know what you're doing there. You might be able to help me there, Side. Do you know what Noah was thinking there?
You know what? I just can't help but think maybe the mental's just... Oh, never mind. We've got a fight here. Oh,
yeah, Yone having a way. Folly's just going to die. Even if the Zed hadn't killed him, that Mega Inferno bomb would have blown him up. It is a 6 ulti down, but when you're this far ahead, you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to Nah, I think it seems like all of the players, minus the mid laner, who Yone's putting on a fantastic play here, given the circumstances. I think they must. I think that the sort of mental has carried over from the previous game, because this is just a completely different set of KITTENS here. I think they might have been swapped out. Meanwhile, Nard, he's still feeling himself, feeling strong in the 1v1. Is Ornn going to hit the headbutt? Yeah. No, he doesn't. But this time he actually has a reason.
Yeah, we've got M3. I mean, M3's just going to go down. I mean, at this point, I think the MANDEM needs to call the AA, because this Ornn is getting carried by the rest of the team. 0-3 now, with only 1 assist. Meanwhile, you've got 14 KDA on this J4. Cole's looking for another kill. Now he has the Atakan GA. Currently 9, well, a 9 KDA on that. A 12 KDA on the Ziggs. And even on the Swain, a 12 KDA.
I mean, I think...
But the thing is, you would still much rather be in the Ornn's position than you would the KITTENS right now.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit early, but I think Jarvan, it's going to be a safe say that we're going to name him MVP, because he did a fantastic job on Lee Sin. He's shown up against here on Jarvan as well, bringing very consistent engage here with the Cataclysm. The MANDEM are just executing this plan perfectly here, like just choking everything out. Like 5 towers, 2 dragons, 22 minutes.
Milo can't even back in vision. I don't think they know he's there, but they just have... They can just walk wherever they please. Oh, Kota is going to go unstoppable and slain the footballer. And that is just a dragon for the side of the MANDEM. The third of the match, and that will send them to Soul Point.
Did that
and
death
the
mark
KITTENS,
just 60% of his health bar?
This game's just done. Like
Dark Lord, can we get a replay of that, please? Lord have mercy.
The Dark Lord have mercy indeed.
Dark Lord, show us. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who gets popped the fastest of them all? It did 900. It did 900.
That's disgusting. He had half. The Lulu had 3/4 of a health bar, but that doesn't matter if you're Zed. And with this Ziggs, these towers are just going to fall. I mean, I don't think we even get to Baron at this rate.
Zed's got Black Cleaver. He doesn't even need it.
And yeah, there goes that tower.
And Na's dead as well. Oh, Yone, big ultimate coming at her. Once again, Yone
nothing
head in the game.
You've got nothing else to back up, and you've got these Adcan GAs. That tower is going to go down. Great use of the things of the GAs. We do see the Corki fall. The Melio fall. Finally, Ornn gets a kill. And the BMW finally splutters into life. But Amumu, I don't know what you're doing, pal. Like... Yes, Sammy, I don't know what you're doing there.
Oh, Yone's E'd a bit too early.
He's going to get yanked back. But yeah, this on. He's starting to show, you know, he's more of a muscle car than a BMW right now. Because he's having to make his team have all the muscles right now.
We haven't had a chance to go over items, but once again, you can see the massive item disparity here, minus top lane where things looked a bit reversed. Jarvan almost finishing Frozen Heart on his 3rd item, Zed finishing 3 items, Ziggs on 2 items, Swain on 2 items. Meanwhile, everyone else in the enemy team on Kitten's side is still struggling, minus Yone.
I mean, Frolix has to go into Mega Gnar to get out. About Blank can just clear these wards at ease. Doesn't have to worry. We are going to see the big purple worm spawning in a minute. Well, not even a minute, literally just now. And you gotta think the MANDEM are going to take this and just run it towards his mid lane. At this point, they win every fight, being 9k up on the Kittens. And it looks like the Kittens are going straight to the vet right now, because they need to put to sleep.
Jesus. I mean, I want to defend them, but I can't help but agree with you. But the thing is, this doesn't seem like the same Kittens from the first game that we watched. This is night and day difference here. Just, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, Zed's sliding in the DMs.
Yeah, I mean, he goes it, but Tyvis Melee is finally able to do stuff with Echoes of Helia. Problem is that big purple one's gone. The Narbot is trickling down. He's going to be mini before he can even get in the pit.
He doesn't even have flash.
55
they get scared off.
They're gonna back it off. I think they don't know the gold lead, even though it's massively in their favor. 8.5k. Mr. Mumu has no items.
They could
have hit them with the wallets there. I think you could finish that.
Maybe they didn't see the bar on Gnar. Maybe they thought he had flash. Maybe they were worried about the flash engage, because you've got Yone doing a lot of work on the spot side tower. I think maybe, I mean, better safe than sorry. There's no harm in that.
Yeah. One thing that is harm is Frolly. He's going to get jumped on by the Jarvan. Beautiful knock up. And the set. And yeah, Frolly, nice set ulti, but unfortunately, he is just going to fall.
Oh, once again, Frolly, he is performing so well. Obviously, I know he didn't get the Z there, but once again, so close. Maybe just one more auto attack, including a possible crit and his E store damage. That could have been a kill on the Z there in a 1v3, which would have been a great momentum booster. But, God.
I mean, I think right there, you know, Frolly was trying to roam like a tourist right there. He was lost, confused, and he didn't know where he was supposed to be, which is completely out of character for Frolly.
He's got no Wi-Fi, like, he can't connect. No Google Maps.
Oh, absolute nightmare. Meanwhile, this Ornn, you know, his mechanics are starting to tune him up right now. And putting absolute pressure on this bot lane, doing what he needs to do to get his team in the game. And team ending this game. I don't know what you do if you're the Kittens right now.
I was just about to say the same thing, because admittedly the team fight is still strong between Gnar, Amumu and Yone, but then it's just like you don't have the late game damage of a Kaiser, and once again this Milio, the Milio R is not stopping anything. The attack range buff isn't working for anyone really.
And we are going to see them. That's the sole point. That's the sole point.
They're just going to get it for free.
But they're going to trade it. They're not quite for free, because they're going to trade it for the big purple worm. We are going to see the Ocean Drake fall. And we're going to turn straight our attention to this big purple worm. We do see the MANDEM. They are charging right
only
up
on
Broadway right now.
They're going to make it in time.
Yeah, they're going to have to back off. The Baron resets. And that is big for the MANDEM. They got a soul for free.
I mean, they
and
can
now
just
they
do
can
it.
take the big purple worm.
They could just do it, because they can just top themselves up with Ocean. Look for a pick potential with Jarvan or Swainy.
And Mumu is 2 levels down on this J4. His only hope is a steal. But the whole of the Kittens are starved of XP, starved of gold, starved of objectives. And it looks like they're going to need to go to food bank, because this Baron Nashor is just going to fall. They do trade a tower back in mid. Frawley says, nah, I'm going to put this on my shoulder and just go. And then we do see Cole jump on Sevi. Mumu doesn't even get a slim chance.
Oh, that Z damage is disgusting.
The smite was a bit early, but you don't care because that big purple worm is secured, and it looks like the win will be secured now for these Mandem.
I mean, if you're the Mandem, you must be so confident at the moment. It was such a 50-50 game in the first one, and now it's 30 minutes. You've got such a horrendous lead. I mean, do you just play safe for Elder at this point, and do you just go, or do you just get impatient and try and run them down now?
I don't honestly know right now. There's nothing you can do right now. Nothing's gone your way. The comp's not worked. I think you do need to go back to the drawing board. The big problem is this is not a 5-game series. This is not fearless draft. This is just GG, I think. I mean, game 1 was so close. It was a literal flip of objectives. And then obviously the back door. But the Mandem executed better. I mean, we're all looking at this, a Moo getting caught out again.
Oh, good read by the Yone, predicting the ZR, but unfortunately...
They're not going to go down, though. Amumu's trying to do something. And we are going to see finally a shutdown. However, Amumu is just going to die under his turret. And this game has proven that this Amumu... Sadness is definitely not CC immune.
Unfortunately... Yeah, sorry, just to cut you off there. Unfortunately, the shutdown, it was on the Swain, and Swain only had a shutdown of 166 gold. Jarvan going to come in, finish off this kill here.
Yeah, that's a dead Gnar. That's a dead set of E-Kittens. And what was shaping up to be a great series ends in an absolute domination by the Mandem. And we will be speaking to them shortly, because they are now, I believe, in the semi-finals of the mini LCS. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mandem.
So,
before we go over to the Mandem and we celebrate them, Kittens, they're not knocked out. They are in the losers bracket.